I've answered to many unusual pronunciations of my name before, and you did pretty well. Gene Lemmenes. I'm from Herbster, Wisconsin, which is in Bayfield County. I live about a third of a mile from Lake Superior. I'm against the granting of any permission to do bulk sampling because I'm against this process entirely. There's been a failure of our legislature and our governor to work openly and honestly in the public interest and to avoid influence from out-of-state corporate and financial dealers all along. There's been a lack of adequate preparation and opportunity for the people of this area to speak at a public hearing that was convenient and timely. There was one hearing, as you might recall, in Madison with, I think, about 3 or 4 days' notice, and even then, not everybody got a chance to speak. I'm also opposed because of the lack of a first-hour obligation from the mine owners to support local public infrastructure and a reduced percentage of profits coming back to the community. I'm appalled by the lack of public information on the investigations that have already happened. Why do the results of geological investigations have to be secret? It seems to me that even if there's a proprietary argument for keeping the percentages of the marketable minerals secret, there is no proprietary argument for keeping the results of tests for microcontaminants secret. That's in the public interest as a health issue. Why aren't those made public? I'm also against it because I've noticed that there's been an unprecedented number of revisions to administrative codes dealing with water in our 100 series and solid waste in our 500 since the Republicans took power in February of 2011. I've been tracking revisions to those codes for 23 years, and there's never been anything like it. I'd like to think that maybe Republicans are able to protect the environment happily too, but I suspect that these revisions all have to do with making an easier path for GTEC and other corporations who have regarded environmental regulation as onerous in the past. I'm not sure if the DNR has the staff to do this anymore. I've talked to a head, I think, of your section a few years ago who said DNR staffing over the last 10 years was down 40%. I'm not sure about the number anymore. That was a while ago. I'm sure in 2011 and 2012, when people's retirements were in question, that there was a loss of staff and that maybe that will be detrimental to the regulation of this process. I'm very worried about the long, decisive, and ultimately, I feel, pointless legal battle that will come over treaty rights. I think this, as Al just mentioned, I think this process is doomed. Why drag it out when we don't even have the information, and some of which is kept secret, to make intelligent decisions? As public servants, and I really appreciate the DNR, I appreciate your passion for the work you've done in the past. I'm happy to see people of my own age up there. There's still a level of expertise, hopefully. I really want you to crash and burn over this if it's something that you feel strongly about. You have obligations as public servants and as people. Thank you. Where do I submit written comment?
You can leave them here at the back of the table, or you can submit them to the DNR, Larry Lynch.
Okay. And Larry, I just wanted to mention when I looked at contact information, way of contacting you by email, I had trouble getting past the email address. I think maybe there's just one dash between the two G's and not two. I put two in. Maybe there's only supposed to be one, but you